guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a products I regret buying video. Now I've done I think one of these before in the past, and that was a long time ago. So I thought I would do an update at one of these. But I wanted to say before I start the video is that a lot of the things that I end up not liking, I take back to like the store and stuff. You can get your money back for a lot of makeup things that you don't like. But these are some of the things that I thought I liked at first, and maybe they just got worse. I don't know, just all that stuff. So I actually have a review up on this first product that I actually said that I liked it, but I cannot like this stuff. I don't know why I liked it in the first place. I just don't like it anymore. I hate it. It's the L'Oreal Magic Liquid Powder. So many people love this stuff, and I wish I could love it too because I have oily skin, and the fact that this turns into a powder just sounds so amazing. But when I put this on, for some reason, it makes my skin look so dry and flaky. I don't know why. I don't have dry skin. I have very oily skin. This just makes my skin look not oily, makes my skin look very dry, very flaky. It just kind of accentuates any breakout that I have, makes it look dry and crusty almost, which it's not because I use any other foundation, it looks fine. But this one for some reason just makes my skin look so dry, and I think that is just the whole liquid to powder thing. I don't know if the powder just part doesn't work on my skin. I don't know. It looks good when I first put it on, and then it kind of looks weird after that. But I wish this could work for me. I really do. I wish in my heart, deep down inside my heart, that it would work. Next, I have a bunch of products from this brand that I really want to like. It is the Color Revolution. This was originally found at my Fred Meyer, and this is the Color Revolution Flawless Finish Natural Foundation, the concealer and eyeshadow base, and then I have the eye primer here. So this is a very natural brand. It's free of parabens and all this stuff. But I think the reason that I don't like this foundation is because a lot of the normal foundations that I have go on very naturally. They look very natural in outside lighting. But since this is free of a lot of chemicals, I think it doesn't have a lot of the silicones in it that help regular foundations like look natural on your skin. So this looks very unnatural on the skin. It really is kind of cakey. It doesn't really blend very easily. It's very thick. I'll probably have to give this another try. I haven't used it for a long time, but I do remember the first like 10 times I used it, I was like, what the heck is this? I can't even blend it. So I wasn't a huge fan of that for that reason. The concealer, this is actually, first of all, they said it's a concealer slash eyeshadow base. To me, those are two very different things. But this, I got this in the lightest shade, which was probably my mistake. This is like almost like white. Like it's so light. Even in the winter when I'm super light, it is insanely white. Like look at that. And it has a very strong pink undertone to it. Look at that. That's like white. So if you have very light skin, this might be a good thing. The consistency is very thick and very waxy. I don't know if you guys can see that. The last Color Revolution product I kind of regret buying is this eyeshadow primer in the shade Nude. This is a kind of like weird consistency. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like I don't even know. Like look at this. It's so weird. It's like a very like, all these products are so thick and waxy, and it's because they can't put any silicones in it because those are bad for you. But the reason I don't care for this, I did like it to keep my eyeshadows on, but the reason I don't like it is because of how you have to apply it. You have to like pull at your eyelids and just like try to blend it in because it is so thick. So that's one thing that I'm not a huge fan of. Alright, so next is a sponge that I picked up. This is the London Soho sponge. London Soho is actually available at Walmart. So I picked up this sponge hoping that it would be like a beauty blender dupe, but the problem with this is that when you get it wet, it still is hard. It doesn't ever kind of soften or get a little bit soft. It just stays really hard. The next product I have is an Essence Floral Grunge Blush. This is from a limited edition collection. It is in the shade Be Flowerful. The color of this product is just a very, I don't know if it'll look better on maybe darker skin, but on light skin, it just is a very strange color. It's almost like a fluorescent like shade, and the pigmentation is nice and everything. It looks very chalky on the skin. It doesn't really blend very well, and since it is such an unnatural like blush color, it kind of looks a little strange. This might be good for someone who is like trying to do like a Halloween tutorial, like a doll Halloween tutorial with like the bright cheeks. I don't know, it just doesn't look very natural on my skin. Not a huge fan of this, so that is definitely something I kind of, maybe sort of, okay, yeah, I regret buying. That was weird. Alright, next I have an e.l.f. mascara primer. Now, I was super excited about this because mascara primers are like, woo, there's a big whoop, there was a big whoop. The reason I don't like this mascara primer is the way that the brush is shaped. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it has a lot of space in between each little, like, curl. So no primer. You can't, when you go like this on your lashes, you can't get anything on your lashes because the little slits in between the brush. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's just really hard to get primer on your lashes using this unless you use the stuff that comes out on the end of the brush. You guys see that white stuff? Then you can kind of go like this. But to go like this, you can never get any primer on there because, like, I don't know if there's just not a lot in here or what's going on, but it's really, really hard to apply to the lashes, and I'm not exactly a huge fan of that, so that is something I regret buying. Next are these two e.l.f. eyeshadow primer shadow stick things. So they're basically like primers, and they're like the e.l.f. eyeshadow primers, and they are drop dead gorgeous. They are seriously so, so pretty, and I honestly wish that these would have worked. Are right there. They're just eyeshadow primers. The reason I don't like these is because they dry super quickly. They don't have the same formula as the regular eyeshadow primer, so these actually crease on themselves without putting anything on top of them, and they don't last very well. One thing I love is they're just so rich and creamy. I wish I could keep them, but they just don't work for a primer. I may put a primer underneath these and then maybe use this one on top. I might keep this one, not sure, but I think I'm going to toss this one because it just doesn't really work very well. Alright, so next I have some eyeliners. I have an Essence eyeliner. This was the Essence Super Fine eyeliner pen. So they have the regular eyeliner pen, and then they have the super fine one, which is super like a little marker. The reason I don't like this is because the tip dried out very, very soon, and also the fact that this transferred to my top, like up here, like really like only like 5 or 6 hours into my day. Next is the e.l.f. Waterproof Eyeliner Crayon. This thing is kind of a little crazy. It's not very pigmented. Like I went back and forth like 10 times to get that. And also it's very, very hard, and it almost like hurts to put on because it's not very soft and creamy. I think it just dried out on me. But yeah, I'm going to toss this one. And last but not least, I have something that's kind of debatable. This is the Rimmel Scandaleyes Waterproof Kohl Eyeliner. I know so many people are in love with these eyeliners. I bought 2 of them. I have one in the shade Nude, and this is the black one. I love the texture and everything. It's so creamy and pigmented and so soft. Like, they're very, very easy to put on. But they don't last on me at all. They only last like 2 hours or something. And everyone is like, oh, these last so long and stuff. But they don't last on my eyes at all. Like, my Essence, what are they called? Long-lasting pencils work better than this. So I don't know if it's just the formula is super soft and it just like smudges off. But I was not a huge fan of these. I like the Nude one because it wears off very like naturally, but this one just, I don't know, I just don't like it at all. I don't understand why people are like